Cherie Rose from Yours Truly by Rose. I am here to show you my latest project, creation, whatever you want to call it. Surprisingly, it is not crochet. It is knitting. That's right, I have taken the plunge and I have taught myself how to knit. Now, I can't take all the credit because I honestly learned how to knit from watching Nitty Natty. Her YouTube videos are amazing. She's really fun. She basically she's like what I want to be, even though she's 10 years younger than me. Regardless, I am very excited to learn this new craft for the beginning of this new year. So let me show you my first project that I have started to knit and tell you a little bit about it. So I decided, because I can't just do something normal, I decided I wanted to make a scarf. Now it's simple, it's basic, and I'm just like, you know what? I can know the basic stitches of the knit stitch and the purl stitch. So let's put them together and make something fun. I had purchased some mini skeins, some 10-gram mini skeins from a maker, a hand dyer, Crystal Skies. She hand dyes yarn and she's from Utah. I've never purchased anything from her before, but I really liked her yarn dyeing abilities, like on her Etsy shop. It was really cool. I'll link all this information down below so you guys can access it too. But she had a sale going on where you would buy 10 mystery mini skeins. And so I'm like, well, okay. So I figured I'd give it a shot. It's Christmas time. I got myself this little gift for Christmas. They came in this adorable bag. Not only did they come in this bag, but they also came in a really cool leopard print. It was just really cool. I loved her packaging. I loved how she did everything. So I had 20 grams or 20 balls of yarn or skeins of yarn. And they all, of course, comes like, this, right? Well, and not in the bag. I did this. So what I decided to do was, because I had 20 of them, I would come up with a scarf pattern that was my own and I could have fun with it. So because this is my first knitting project, I want to keep it. So I'm going to make it, obviously, because everyone's doing it, a temperature scarf. Now, in order to do this, I wanted to hone in on basically my birthday. So I decided to break it down and basically make this scarf a one-of-a-kind piece. So I have 20 skeins and I went through them, I sorted them, I tried to figure out, like, with the rainbow pattern, how it would work and all that sort of thing. So I did that. Here's a picture of it. And I took 2 of the skeins out because 1, they didn't really flow well with it. And 2, I really wanted to use them for something else because they were beautiful. And I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I'm just excited to see what they come up with, or what I come up with using those skeins. So I got these little baggies and I numbered them 1 through 18. So I'm only using 18 skeins instead of the 20, which is fine. And that way I know what number each ball of yarn is. So I've already used number 13. So, they don't roll up to be very big. So they're really small. Obviously they're only 10 grams, but if I did the math right, and I might not have because I'm not the best at math, I'll admit it. But if I did the math right, I should be able to get 8 rows per 2 grams of yarn. Basically nerding out, that means I have the ability to make 5 different groupings or whatever, representations for each ball of yarn. So I mapped out my birthday, my high and my low for each year I was born or alive, whatever. So starting way back in the 1980s, I casted on 82, because that's the year I was born, was 1982. And I thought, well, it would be fun to just do a knit stitch for the first 8 rows, which would be the low. And then the second 8 rows would be the high for the 1982 year. This is looking good, but I wanted to spice it up a little bit. So I decided to do an actual knit stitch on one side and then the purl on the other, because again, I'm learning. I don't know how to do these things. So as I'm going along, I'm really liking how this is looking, and the colors are blending really nice. They're all really fun colors, as you can see. And then I get to the point where I'm seeing what the knit stitch looks like the actual, I don't know what these all are termed. Like there's a cable stitch or I don't know, garter stitch or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what all these are called. Again, I'm still learning. So let me show you what I have done so far. I am still attached to the little baggy number 2 yarn right there. But you can see my mess of what I basically ended up with. Now I know it's not the prettiest, but I love it, which is all that matters. So you've got the first year here, 82, and then 83, and then I started 84. But the problem is I wasn't really loving the purl look on this side. I really was liking the way that the knit stitch was showcasing more of the colors and, you know, the colorations and things for it. So I decided that I'm going to frog this whole thing and restart, this time doing knit and purl throughout the same row in a pattern that makes sense to me. So I think it'll be fun. I'm really excited to see how this turns out, and I hope to take you on my journey throughout this process as well. So I'm learning, I'm practicing, and we will see how it goes. So now let's get frogging and cast back on the 82 stitches. Thank you again for joining me, and we will see how far I get today. Casted on for the stitches, we're going to go ahead and work the pattern that I've come up with. This will be divided up equally with 82, and it's all combined with knit and purl stitches. So I'm excited to see how this will work. Hi, Lily. And we will work on the process, and I will share with you how it works and how the process is coming along. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a little bit, but also I hope you enjoyed watching the video, particularly the unraveling, because that is very satisfying, at least to me. So thank you again, and I hope you like, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my other playlists that I have on my channel. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year, and we'll check back in a month or so to see how my progress is going.